Hello, welcome to another video by Mox Marine. In this video I'm installing pistons and an LS1 or LS6, whichever one you call it. I like to call it LS6 because I'm using Gen 4 rods, which are LS6 quality rods. But basically I've just installed 4 pistons, and it's taken me quite a bit of time this time around because when I was putting the pistons in, I put the rods in, I put the rod bearings on, tightened them down, and then I rotated around. And then I loosened the rod cap and removed the cap to check the bearing condition. And this is what I found on, this was on this cylinder here. This was on this one, that's number 3. That's 1, 3, 5, and 7. So on 3, when I put the cap back off after torquing it, this is what the bearing showed me. So that line right there, that line cross there, I can feel it with my fingernails. So that means there's a burr on the crankshaft that's scratching that bearing like that. And the line, it's not just on one half, it's on both sides. That means the burr is steep enough, probably more than 1/1000 of an inch sticking out, because the clearance on these things is anywhere from 1 to 2/1000 of an inch. So the burr is sticking up high enough to cause that scratch. So what I did was I took the rod back out, piston back out, turned the crankshaft up here. And usually what happens, the burrs are usually found right here. This is your oiling port, or this is oil from, this hole is oiling this bearing coming from your main cap here. So usually the burrs are on the edge of these holes are supposed to be chamfered or filed down by the machinist, but occasionally you can rub with your fingernail or finger and you can feel a tiny little burr, like a little almost like a little needle. And that burr is what's scratching that bearing. So what you have to do is take a file. In my case, I took a file, let me see if I can find my file. I don't see it over here, but anyway. I took a Q-tip, stuck it down the hole to keep debris from going down the hole, and then I used a file and filed the edge of that hole like right in here, just very lightly, and then got rid of the burr. And then I put a new bearing. I didn't reuse this bearing. I put a brand new bearing on this cylinder here, spun it around, and this time it did not show a scratch. So I fixed the burr. And so far I've done all 4 of them now, and this one did not have a burr, and that one did not have a burr. So all of them are done now. This process takes longer when you have a burr to fix. Like I said, I had to run the store and get the proper lint-free towels, and then use Q-tips and so forth. But I'm making progress. I've got 4 pistons in now. I'm gonna flip it over, tape that side up to keep dirt out. Actually, I'm gonna line the cylinders with some oil with my finger and then put tape on it to keep dirt out. And then I'll do the other side the next day. Sorry about that, I lost my train of thought. So, by the way, none of my videos are scripted. I'm shooting from the hip on my script, so sorry if I make mistakes. But so anyway, one of the things I've got to do, or one thing I had to do, was since I'd already started on this motor and took the pistons back out, the rings on cylinders 1, 3, 5, and 7 were still on the pistons. So I had to take the rings back off the other pistons, wash them, clean them, and then put them on the, wash these pistons and rods, clean them. So it's taken me longer because of all the cleaning I'm having to do. But I now have fresh rings. The rings have not been installed on the other side. They'd be 2, 4, 6, and 8. I have not installed those rings, so I don't have to clean them, just to wipe them down. So it should go a little faster on the other side. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple of pistons until I give out for the day. But anyway, so when you tighten down these, by the way, the torque for these rod caps is 15 foot-pounds initially. So you tighten it, when you put a bearing cap on, you tighten this 15 foot-pounds and that 15 foot-pounds. And I like to use an inch-pound torque wrench to do that. I use this because it's higher up in its range, so I think I'm getting a more accurate torque. Let me see a bigger picture. That's my inch-pound torque wrench. So the first thing you do is you tighten these to 15 foot-pounds and then use what's called a torque to angle, or torque angle meter. And I'll show what that is. So I've shown these in other videos, but that's what this is right here. Let me show you a better picture of it. So it's basically a device that lets you measure the angle that you're twisting the bolt. And I've got another video where to discuss torque to angle bolts, but this is the proper way to do it. Don't think you can get by with just using the straight torque, because you won't get the right you won't get consistent clamping forces. So the proper torque for these bolts, these rod bolts, is 15 foot-pounds initial, and then 85 degrees after the initial foot-pounds. So I've done that one, I've done these 2, and I'm about to do that one, and this one I was doing it and the rod bolt, the header of the bolt stripped off. So I've got to find a new rod bolt for that one. I've gone ahead and put I had another bolt from another set of rods there, but it's only temporary. I want to get a new bolt for that rod there. And that's just the way engine building goes. Sometimes they just, the bolts will round off and strip and you just got to replace them. So let me go ahead and tighten this up, torque it down, and this side of the motor will be done. I'll flip it up, tape that hole up, keep the dirt out of it, or airborne debris, airborne dust, whatever you want to call it, and then I'll do the other side. Okay, this engine is almost, the short block is almost complete. All 8 pistons are now installed. And I've got to, I'm going to put tape over the top here to seal it out, keep dust out of it, just like I did this side. And that keeps dirt and dust out of the top end while I close up the bottom end, which is what I'm about to do. That wraps up this video. Next video will be putting on the windage tray, oil pump pickup, and oil pan. So thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel if you find my videos helpful.